All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Akeem, and welcome to this vlog. Here to give you a scout report on a gem at running back for the 2016 NFL Draft. Josh Ferguson coming out of Illinois. Now, he had a stellar week during Senior Bowl practice, and he was the best running back during Senior Bowl week, catching not only my attention but other NFL evaluators and scouts. Let's talk a little bit about him. He is from Naperville, Illinois, and he did play 5 seasons for the Fighting Illini, mainly due to nagging injuries during his career. But I'm going to talk about more about that in his weaknesses. But he definitely had a stellar career, over 3,000 yards on the, actually over 2,500 yards on the ground, as well as over 1,000 yards receiving. A good, talented running back, and he reminds me a lot of Pierre Thomas during his stay for Illinois. Now let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. Definitely has great speed, and we've seen that a lot during Senior Bowl week. One of the fastest back, a great speed burst. Definitely elevates to the next level pretty quickly, and he definitely caught a lot of people's attention because of his speed. Another thing, I mentioned him as a wide receiver. During his stay for the Fighting Illini in 2013 and 14, he had 50 receptions, and in 2015, he had 37 receptions, which shows that he has great skills as a wide receiver, not only as a running back. And also, just to remind you guys, even though he didn't have eye-popping numbers for Illinois' offense was not too good, but he did show some productivity during his time for a poor offense. You have to give him a little bit credit. I have to give some credit when credit is due. He is a great running back, and even 2 seasons he had 5.5 yards per carry. Once again, for a poor offense. Now, one last thing I do like about him, he does show a lot of heart in the field, as well as, like I said, during Senior Bowl week, but even during his time, he definitely shows a lot of heart and even stepping up to the next level, despite the fact that he is a little bit smaller than expected, which I will talk about that as a weakness as well. But he does play with a lot of heart, and I think he could be a good steal in this year's draft. Now let's go on to his weaknesses. With his size at 5'10", 196 pounds, he is under 200 pounds. You wish he was a little bit bulkier, and he doesn't really pack the power like in order to give you some tough yardage after contact, which is a concern. Now, I did mention his speed. He is a 4.5 40, but he only is a 1-gear guy. He doesn't really get into second or third gear. He's just a 1-gear guy, and he just keeps moving. But he does have excellent speed, though. You just wish he could shift gears a little bit and become a little bit nifty, like Reggie Bush, like during his time when he was with USC and other players. I think he just needs to work on that a little bit and try to work on his speed burst in different gears. He just needs to work on that a little bit, but he does have great speed, which he did display that during Senior Bowl week. And another thing is, I mentioned his injuries. During his stay for the Fighting Illini, he was injured a lot, which shows some durability issues. So I think he could be a good one half of a tandem at the next level. And one team who should definitely pay attention to him is the Oakland Raiders. Now, they do have a good Pro Bowl running back in Latavius Murray, but Murray could use a good backup and another half of a tandem, and I think that Ferguson could be that guy. Oakland should definitely keep an eye on him during this year's draft. Now, for my projection, I actually see him being a steal in the 2nd or 3rd round. Now, yes, he is my number 8 overall prospect at running back entering this year's draft, but I think a team is going to take a chance on him, like the Oakland Raiders, who would pick him in the 2nd or 3rd round of this year's draft and shock everybody, surprise everybody with that selection. I think this is going to be a good running back, just like how Pierre Thomas was during in his stay for the New Orleans Saints, helping the team win the Super Bowl, and he was a good part of the 3 running back tandem team for New Orleans, and I think that Ferguson could be the same guy, be another half of a running back tandem. I think he could be a good steal in the 2nd or 3rd round. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be in a couple of minutes. I have more blogs for today. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, King McCall. Be easy.